What is up, everyone? It's Kanan,
It's Jessie.
and we're the Geeky Saying Couple bringing you another RWBY video. This won the latest poll, and, well, technically the poll was for just a RWBY theory video, but this is a theory video that I've wanted to do since the trailer and clip came out, and that is theories about the island, or from what we saw, it might be more than an island, and it officially does now have a name, the Ever After. How much more fairy tale like can RWBY get at this point? So as always, guys, if you enjoy our content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, leave us a comment. It's late. That's why we don't have the RWBY posters up or anything like that. It's very, very late. We're both very tired. But this video is late. This was supposed to go up Friday, then it was supposed to go up Saturday. Yeah, we've had a lot of delays. But getting right to it. Okay, so ever since the end of Volume 8, the question has been, where in the world is Team RWBY? You know, they went Carmen Sandiego on us. And, there was a lot of theories. There was Kingdom Hearts jokes. Just a lot of theories have been going on since the end of Volume 8. Now, we've got a bit of new information recently, but I want to go over some of I think, the better theories, and ones that, one we've definitely talked about a couple of times, well, two actually we've talked about a couple of times, but just kind of, quick summaries before we get into a couple that have come out pretty recently. Okay, so of course, we did a video about the giant tree that seems to be in the middle of the island. We wondered if it was based off the life tree, Yggdrasil or Yggdrasil, however you want to pronounce it. Now, I've noticed, like, in almost every picture that we've seen, like, an overview of the island, the tree is always kind of the center. Like, in the first one we ever saw, and then, when RWBY is trying to walk around on the island and ends up in the same place, she looks up and you see the tree. The overview shot we saw of Team RWBY looking across the landscape, the tree is literally the centerpiece of the scene. And so that, like, to me, I want to believe the tree is going to have some kind of significance, yes, to the plot. It could be the key to their way out, maybe. Who knows? But I don't know. Just a big giant tree in a other world. It just reminds me of the life tree from Norse mythology, where each branch was a different realm, and things like that. So there's that. Not much more to go on than that, and just that this could be the tree could be the key to connecting Team RWBY back to where they need to go. Then, of course, there is the Afterlife Theory, where we could see this being, like, maybe where people in Remnant go when they die. Now, of course, there is nothing to really prove that, but when significant characters fail, we all expected Team RWBY. We didn't expect Neo and Jean. So, of course, Neo and Jean are going to have some kind of role here. Now, of course, the easy one for Neo is that she's somehow going to find out that Cinder lied to her, which I think she kind of going to figure that anyway, because Cinder stabbed her in the back before Neo could stab her in the back. But how? Of course, maybe RWBY tells her. Well, why would she believe RWBY? Could she see Roman and Roman tell her everything? And then, why did Jean fail? Now, Jean's fate is got a big question mark, because in the trailer we saw a figure wearing a helmet and the rest of their outfit kind of looked like Jean. So Jean's turning into Goblin Slayer or a Dark Souls boss, who knows? But could Jean be corrupted by something in this world and Team RWBY has to bring him back? Could he see Pyrrha You know, I want to see Pyrrha in the new engine and all that. I know she's an Ice Queendom fully animated, but we're staying away from that until the English dub comes out. Um, that's why we've not reacted to any of the trailers, because we're trying to stay as blind in it as we can. Um, Team RWBY would RWBY see Summer? Would Weiss see her father? Would Blake and Yang see Adam? It's been a popular theory for a while that maybe we could see some characters who may or may not have passed and see some kind of incarnation of them. It could also be a trick. It could be the cave from Star Wars, where Luke goes in, thinks he's fighting Darth Vader. Darth Vader's mask blows up, and it's Luke himself. He's got to fight the dark side that's still within him. Could one member of Team RWBY have to go through something like that? Because struggling with identities is that, like, are we going to get the cave on Dagobah scenario at some point in this? Like, if it's going to happen to anyone, I'd say it'd be RWBY, because they really focused a ton of the trailer on RWBY. Then, of course, there's one of Jess's theories about this being where the relics are kept. Because if we saw the one in Haven, which was the lamp, and we saw the one in Atlas, where on the other side of the vault, it's kind of a different world. In Haven, it was like a desert. In Atlas, it was kind of like a grassy, landscape. So could the Ever After be where the relics are, and where the beings in the relics are from?
I mean, because it kind of would make a little bit of sense there too, because you got to think the pathways that they formed to evacuate everybody from Mantle. That would have been an extension used from that world, because that'd be how his powers worked, like using connections from that world to create that way. Because he said don't fall, because obviously he created some type of net to pretty much make you get what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
created something in a subspace to create the walkways to transport everybody one way to the other. And he said don't fall. Well, obviously if they fell, it would fall through what he created.
Also, kind of,
So
and
I mean,
also kind of going with the afterlife theory, the living world, and then here's the ever after, which is where everyone goes, and that space that could have been like, I don't know, Remnant's version of purgatory or something. Like, it's the in between realm that everyone's got to. I don't know. I just thought of that off the top of my head. But yeah, I get
I
what you're
still think
saying.
it's connected to where the relics are, because I don't know. And I didn't really think about that till just now. That, like, really, if you think about it, his powers, like, within him staying where the relic was, like, that world, he'd connect that to create a subspace to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only going to last so long before it disappeared.
Yeah, and could like, and this has been a theory that's gone on for a while. Is the Summer Maiden hiding where the relic is? Could Team RWBY stumble upon the Summer Maiden while they're in here, on, like, when they find their way out and end up in Vacuo?
That's definitely another theory that I had was, I mean, it's about the Summer Maiden. I mean, that's another possibility. She, well, it would be she, could be in there.
Yeah.
Like, hiding.
Yeah.
And I also had my other extra theory that Summer could be hiding in there. Because we still don't have a complete confirmation that she is dead. So, it's possible that she is in there. I mean, or what if she, like, I don't know if I've said it before, but what if she took the Summer Maiden there to keep her there, like, to protect her? I didn't think about that before. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but
her name's Summer. What if summer is the summer maiden, just like winter is the winter maiden? That would be funny.
It is, but but that's another new possibility if you think about it. Like, what if she found the Summer Maiden
Yeah.
and something happened and she took her there, but
What if summer
she ended
became
up
the
with
summer
powers.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That'd be
we know it's
wild.
not going to transfer to anyone Team RWBY, but I mean, there's
Though,
that possibility that
and it's so funny.
she could be the Maiden, or she took the Maiden there, or the Maiden knows something. Like,
That's
that's just more theories.
It's too easy. Summer, summer maiden. Winter, winter maiden. Cinder, fall, fall maiden. The only one that doesn't fit is Raven, but I don't know. That would be hilarious if that was true.
But do we even know the original?
Spring Maiden's name?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
But I mean, birds come out in the spring, though.
Yeah, but ravens.
It's still a bird.
Well, yeah, but they're kind of birds that are known for doom and gloom. Nevermore and stuff like that. I don't know.
Crows are more of that, though.
Yeah, but the name of that
I
poem
know
is The
that.
Raven. So, quote the Raven, nevermore. Another thing is the whole questioning identities, and that kind of plays into the whole theme of Alice in Wonderland, because one of the lessons in Alice in Wonderland is know who you are and stay true to yourself. So that kind of fits with her, because ever since the end of Volume 8, yes, we've Team RWBY in Wonderland. Then we saw pictures, and yes, it is definitely very Wonderland like. We saw the tunnel that looks like that someone is falling. We have literally got a Cheshire cat in the trailer. We also had a bunch of other characters that we have no idea about yet. But then again, we saw that one picture of what looks like a winter area, but it looks like a Sunday, so it's kind of like Candyland.
It's a bunch of things shoved into one. That's why I really like. I don't know. I still think that does fit with the realms of the Relic.
I still think the main theme will be Alice in Wonderland, just how RWBY does things. But know who you are and stay true to yourself. So the Team RWBY struggling with their identities. Even if they question it during the volume, maybe in the end they'll realize that they know who they are and they need to stay true to themselves.
That would also fit really well, especially with the focus on RWBY. The breakdown she had after they saw that silver-eyed,
the one who became the Hound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her breakdown after that would fit right into the main focus of her at first, because that'd be something that breakdown would be part of something where she really needs to discover. She needs to dig back to herself, because she was already getting to that point, but she fell back because of all of that. So she really needs to take a look at things again and realizing that, so that does make sense with that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited at the thought of them exploring, going on a legit exploring adventure, because that also fits with Alice in Wonderland, curiouser and curiouser, and stuff like that. So yeah, very big Alice in Wonderland theme. I'm not shocked, because RWBY is literally based off every fairy tale known to humans. And then we get to our last theory, which is definitely not confirmed. But I still refuse to think that when RWBY started to cry in the clip, it started thundering and raining on the island. If that is a coincidence, I will shave my eyebrows off.
No, you won't.
Does the island or the ever after altogether react to emotions? Now, this could set up a lot of things. It's kind of like the spirit world in the Avatar series. The Avatar can affect pretty much everything in the spirit world. If they're mad or upset, the spirits around them turn like dark and evil, and the weather changes.
And if they're there too long.
Yeah. So, a few things have kind of, hinted at this. Of course, RWBY crying and then it all of a sudden raining, we see Yang, and it looks like it's like all cloudy around her, but she's smiling. So maybe we see it. Maybe we don't see it in the trailer, but maybe eventually it clears up. The scene with Neo, she was upset, and it looked dark around her. I think it was raining as well. I
I can't
can't
remember at
remember.
the moment.
The figure that many think is Jean, there was fire. Was there anger involved, revenge on someone else's part? Um, the only one that it showed that was showing emotion was Weiss. She was crying, and it didn't look like it was doing anything around Weiss. But once again, trailer tricks and stuff like that. Um, but this could definitely lead to some interesting moments if, let's say, you're lying about how you're feeling. Oh, I'm fine, and yet you have the little rain cloud following you. Things like that. Maybe the others will. Maybe Ruby will tell Weiss, Blake, and Yang that she's fine, but something will give it away that Ruby is not okay. Especially when she learns what happened to Penny. That's gonna hurt. I don't look forward to crying on camera again, but and you see that I still want to know what else they will throw into this, because we already know that there's some kind of spell or enchantment going on the island that was causing Ruby to go in circles. Um, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what else they run into, what other trials and challenges they run against. Because to me, this is classic going through a classic. They're going through an Odyssey in a way, like the classic Greek tale, the Odyssey. They're going through some kind of trial, and by the end of it, they're probably going to be stronger than they were when they came there. They're going to make a Goku entrance in Vacuo. They're going to come from the other world stronger and smarter and all
They
that.
could also find out another key to helping them try to to figure out to beat Salem.
Well, yeah, that's what the thing said, that they're on question if they are equipped or if they're equipped to defeat Salem. So,
well, I meant no. They could potentially learn pieces that know of information. Obviously,
well, yeah,
nobody else would ever have.
well, yeah,
so.
that. I think that's what that part is alluding to. Now, we don't know if we're only going to be in this world for one volume. I mean, who knows? I mean, a world that's got this much lore and this much in it, they could spend 2 volumes in. I don't think they're going to, but hopefully that's why it's taking so long, is that they really want to flesh this whole entire thing out and not make it feel like it was rushed or half-assed or anything, which I'm not saying Kirby's ever done that, but you don't want to introduce a whole new place like this and us not learn a good lot about it. I think maybe that's the reason why Little is there. We will learn a lot of how things work there from Little. I also, like I said, I think Little will be a guide for Team RWBY. But out of all the theories, like I would love the Afterlife idea. I think that would be a really cool one. We could see, Pyrrha, we could see Roman, and all that. I still think the tree is important because it's the centerpiece of every picture. Um, there's no real way to second guess the Alice in Wonderland influence. It's all there. Um, and I hope the emotions theory is real. I know that's a lot for one volume, but the setting in a lot of times is the most important part of a story. And if you give the setting a personality, like it's alive in a way, and in this world, this island may very well be alive in a lot of ways. It makes it a lot more deep lore friendly and a lot more interesting than just it being just a location. Um, so yeah, I think that's all we're going to do for this one. Pretty short video, I know, but like I said, it's late. It's like after 3 a.m. Um, but wanted to get this out really, really quick. So hope you guys enjoyed it. We always enjoy doing RWBY videos because it's fun just to sit here and brainstorm.
And come up with stuff just like out of random to add on to theories we've already had.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't like writing scripts or anything. I'll like sometimes like I did today write like notes and then it just goes from there. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment. Volume 9 will be here hopefully. Hopefully it's January, so I can say it'll be here before we know it. But as always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.